I wonder, is it possible to make peace with them? Nope.
I don't know.
No, it's not. We're locked into war with them, which is ironic because I could theoretically declare war on you. You can break
Hmm,
teams, but you can't make peace with the enemy team.
that's weird.
Yeah. Well,
All right, good
sca-
time to save it.
yeah. Did you have any other units that to move though? Oh,
Yeah, I do.
Shira the Bard. Yeah, her stack. Um, let's see. I had an army, some units coming down to aid in clearing the Foa Quarry. Uh, else.
I mean, I could go clean that quest up, move on to the mountains.
Yeah, but then you would use up your Flowers of Solace bonus. That's probably better used on the Foa Quarry. It's a much tougher fight. Um,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
hmm. Uh, there's still some sites like down to the west and stuff you might be able to do later. So, I would try and get on the plains west of the Foa Quarry. Can they reach it in this turn?
Not this turn.
Can they reach the mountain southwest of the Foa Quarry, or can they not move through my army? Is that why?
Yeah, they can't move through your army.
Oh, they would have to move around it. Shoot.
Unless. No. Yeah, they don't seem to be able to.
You could risk going after the ice scapers, but you could take some considerable damage to your units. It might not be worthwhile. They, they can't reach the mountains to the southwest of the quarry, can they? Probably not enough movement for that because the storm sister.
Yeah, not quite. They can only reach the mountains northwest or northeast.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, then they probably might as well go there, and then I'll have an army that'll walk onto those plains and attack next turn on my turn. Um, Looks like those mountains are the only place they can get that supports without blocking some of my units that are coming from further away. So, yep.
All right,
How many turns do you have left to hunt that stack down, though?
four,
4? Oh,
four.
that's plenty. In fact, the Flowers of Solace are generating 2 turns. You may even be able to get it after you do the quarry, which has items. So, um,
What should I do with my builder down by Felsariel?
oh,
Oh, right.
uh,
Head up to those gold mines, probably.
gold mines, gold
Yeah.
mines. Oh, yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's
west of
right.
west of the capital.
Yeah, you've got a little gold, right? In reserve?
Oh, 30. Oh, that's enough for some roads, right?
Yeah, that's all I was thinking. Roads. I'd probably build a road onto the melons to the northwest, just because it's in the direction it'll be moving anyways. Might as well
Yeah.
build a road as it goes. And I think it was wounded, wasn't your builder? So it healed it fully.
Yep.
Doesn't. Yeah, and then um, then I guess it would have it go to the tile next to the earth node and then start building a road again into towards Falsuriel. There's no stack on Falsuriel, so it should be able to build a road from there right into Falsuriel's city center,
Oh yeah.
right? If it allows it to move.
Hostile action.
Oh,
Oh, negotiate
yeah.
or cancel. There's 3 buttons: break alliance, negotiate, and cancel.
I would negotiate, see what it does. If it'll let you move, probably not.
Well,
Negotiate.
you should save it in case it breaks my vassalage
No,
somehow.
I mean, yeah, I'll save it, but it's probably just an option to absorb them this turn or something.
Oh, right. All right. You saved?
Yep.
It brings brings up the city menu.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Oh
fine.
well. I guess you can't build a road into. I figure that builder is a
Yeah,
non-combat unit. Oh well. I
probably
guess it's.
can't enter the city center at all, I guess.
Well, I
Okay.
guess it's a high up builder, so it can probably just move normally into that dense vegetation.
Yep.
Yep. Since it's gonna have to go around the city, I thought it could go through, but nope.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh well.
whatever. You made a little bit of road. Just makes it a little bit quicker to move. And it does cost money, so the roads.
Let's see. I've got my ghoul shock serpent. Keep moving along the road, probably.
Yeah. I forgot about that thing. Curious where the road leads. Ooh, there's something nifty up there. Probably guarded, but
Should I take a look?
eh.
Just move in that direction a tile.
Uh, yeah, I guess. You'll also see a little further down the lava river. Doesn't hurt.
All
It's
right.
guarded by nothing but 3
Oh,
cheetahs? Or maybe
looks
some
like it.
hidden. Could be some hidden stuff.
Could be.
That seems like a really weak stack to guard an item rack.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
probably something hidden you wouldn't be able to see without moving next to. Oh well.
Uh,
Well, might as well just keep moving on the road.
have to send an army sometime.
Yep.
Another tomb.
Yep.
Looks like that's all that's down there.
And more road.
Okay.
This road
Shane
just
the
keeps
Pathfinder.
going. In fact, it's actually likely this road, I mean, it's likely there's an underground cave access to Lucian's territory, given how far this road's gone
Oh,
already.
yeah.
So you might eventually have to worry, or I might have to worry, because my city is closer, about a human army showing up to attack Galbrand. That's always a possibility. Or Mistdale. It could just bypass the city and go to Mistdale via the underground. It's a possibility. But yeah,
Yeah.
this huge underground area, it just goes and goes and goes, clearly. Um, Lots of battles to fight, lots of items to collect. You had another army somewhere? Or is that it?
Yeah. Um, the ones down in Fugold. ONS, Shane,
Oh yeah,
the Dreadspider.
their movement's back. And the city's about to do a stone wall, right?
Yep. About to build a stone wall.
Which you bring the ancient runes in, give you extra 10 knowledge income. How much happier does the dwarf city get when it gets stone walls, by the way?
75.
75? Oh, will I get it up to. It'll gain a little more happiness from favored terrain. Yeah, if it gains 13 happiness from the additional favored terrain, then it'll actually get up to happy, thanks to the walls.
Sweet.
Um, Hmm. Oh, you know what you could do this turn?
Hmm?
I said, you know what you could do this turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, there's that crystal tree near Galbrand. It's not gonna grow for a while, but
Yeah.
it contains items. So if you cleared the crystal tree later, it's just 2 apprentices and 2 wisps. However, you need to send a substantial force, but the Archons probably won't spawn
Shane
again
can't
so
reach.
soon. What?
Shane can't quite reach.
I mean, you'd probably want to leave someone defending the city anyways, so I'd leave Shane and maybe the 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 dread spider baby. Just those two guarding the city.
Yeah.
Um
Why not clear the inn?
uh
Well, not the inn
because the
trade
inn,
post.
oh, it holds items as well. It is more strongly defended than 2 apprentices and 2 wisps.
Hmm.
That's got 2 longswords, a bowman, a priest, and a cavalry.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you've got more time. I suspect there's a minimum time in the Archon spawn. So if you're willing to risk that I'm wrong and that the Archons could spawn a new stack any day, which I doubt. But if you clear the crystal tree, you'll get some kind of item which will power up one of your heroes probably.
Yeah.
Yep. Um. Yeah, and I leave the other 2 units defending the city in case of like wandering scoundrels or something. If they're hiding behind stone walls, a hero and a spider should be able to take like 3 scoundrels down, no problem.
Okay.
Uh, Especially how long until he? I think he's close to leveling. Oh no, he's only at 215 XP. Still, he's got a longbow and 65 health, 11 defense, and you got spells if you really need it.
Oh wait. Huh. What?
What?
It looks like I don't have enough movement with ominous either.
Yeah, you will probably be able to get really close to the crystal tree and then next turn attack it and then start doubling back to the city because at that point you want to be back in the city or near
Okay.
it. You might be able to still do the inn before the archons, but yep. To save movement though, and since there's this is a fairly safe move, you could have Awanes and the spider move 1 tile further, so they're already adjacent to the tree. That way
Okay.
they won't have to move as far next turn. And if in that way, next turn they can get closer back to the city, just in case, you want to have more units nearby in case of like the Archons or whatever, who knows, or
Yeah.
scoundrels that show up. Doesn't
What
hurt.
should I do with my prospectors?
Oh yeah, you got the prospectors. You got that one that was, oh yeah, digging that way. I would just have it dig due east for a bit.
Which one? The northern
The
one?
the one, yeah, I would have it dig due east a few tiles.
Okay. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. It's money and it's preparing another place. You could put another dwarven city.
Yeah.
You can put
And then the
cities
other
at
one maybe go west.
the other one. Yeah. Yeah, it could go west like 3 tiles, 3 X's or something. Just so that the cities aren't too close to each other and don't crowd each other. Oh, that's dirt. Oh, I thought that was rock. Oh, he can dig 1 more tile west, and then it's rock from there on.
Okay.
Yep. Nice. And now you might as well just start doubling back in Case of scoundrels, mainly. That's the only thing that could really be an issue.
All right, and that's my turn. Should I end it there or save it or?
Uh, da, 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 da.
I don't know if you want
uh,
to save it now or on your turn.
yeah, save it
But
now
I should probably
because
go to bed.
yeah, you should go to bed and we should figure out how much gold you're gonna want to request.
I
Uh,
have 40, and I'll be making 169. So I'll have 200,
yeah,
and I'm going to need to build something in full gold.
yep, and
So let's
some.
see, 77 production. Could put a shrine in full gold in a single turn.
Well, you're already building a shrine in Illinois, right? And your capital is building a storehouse in Mistdale Warhol. Fugold needs to worry about its defense, so it probably needs a shooting range, and then just axemen.
Hmm.
And oh
It's
yeah,
not benefiting from the production though.
what? Well, crossbowmen, shooting range, and then you were talking about crossbowmen take 2 turns. Now they'll only take 1 turn.
No, they took
S-
one turn before.
Oh, I thought you said they would take 2 turns before. Yeah,
Oh, the shoot. You're no. Oh, sorry.
crossbowmen,
The
not
shooting
axemen.
grounds won't be helping, but the crossbowman will. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that's true.
saying shooting grounds will give the crossbowmen an extra veterancy tier when you train them. And then the crossbowmen, you can produce 3 of them in 3 turns instead of 3 of them in 6 turns. So,
Yeah.
yeah, crossbowmen on stone walls are, tough to displace. And the Archons don't, they have projectile resistance, so they're not going to take a ton of damage, but you can only have so many axemen actually engage at a time.
Yep. So that's 50 gold there.
Yep,
Let's see. What do I want to build in Eleanor after it's got a shrine?
yep. You could probably queue up the shooting range now. It won't charge you gold till next turn.
Yep.
And then like a couple crossbowmen or something after it.
Yep.
Um,
Just did.
Eleanor is doing a shrine, right?
Yeah.
Um, it's got a shooting grounds, right?
Yep.
I would do more
Should build.
longbowmen because you're gonna want to
Oh,
clear
right.
that flow rock quarry eventually, but you don't have enough units for that yet. Like you could, you got that
80,
army.
50, that's 130.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um,
longbowman here would be good.
yeah. If you train a couple more longbowmen, and then after I help you clear that flow rock quarry, I might double my army back, and I could help you clear the flow rock quarry next to Eleanor.
Okay.
Yeah, if you got
Cool.
that up to like 6 of your units, because I can't share a tile with yours. So if you had like, 5 longbowmen and the 1 swordsman, and then
Yeah.
I provide some melee units to help stop them from getting rushed, some sun guards probably, and an impaler. Um, yeah, it could make for a strong army to clear the Fuakari probably without taking any losses or without too many. The Ice Queens are nasty, but the Royal Guard shouldn't be underestimated either. Um, Yeah, I would just queue up Longbowman in Illinois. Uh, they can't train hunters, can they?
Eleanor?
Yeah,
Not yet. Not
yeah,
without building a dolmen.
yeah. So I just do the Longbowman.
All right.
Um, Mistdale will be able to do Mammoths once it finishes the Warhol, and Sharon probably goes back to housing, so I would just queue that up after the storehouse.
Hmm. Would I want to use housing on that and not make more use of the production boost?
No, because if you get the monument, it's really important, and it's
Okay.
it's a nice bonus. Like the sooner you get it,
Yeah,
production
that's
is
true.
great, but at the same time, any more stuff you're producing, the more gold you're spending. Um,
Yeah.
I've got obviously some gold in reserve here, but Probably won't be long. I'll need to send you some, and probably time to start doing some more settlers soon. So, and ships are
Oh yeah.
expensive, and um, oh yeah, stone walls on forts. Right, there was how much money do you have right now?
40.
40? Oh, that's not enough to upgrade a fort to stone walls.
Yeah.
Uh, that would actually just crowd things worse there. I'm trying to think of maybe not yet any of them, but yeah, there'll be more forts to build and upgrade to stone walls and stuff. So, um, cool, cool. Forts,
All right.
watchtowers, units, um, some higher tier units maybe soon. Mammoths are really expensive. Let me check the price of a mammoth because 110 gold per mammoth rider. Yeah, those are pricey. Oh yeah, and rushing. You know about rushing production too, right?
Yep.
So I mean, maybe not now, but in the future, it might be like if something unexpected, like a big enemy army appears, it might be necessary to rush production of some higher tier units or something. So
Oh yeah.
could be. Plus, gold can be used to make items, arcane item forges. So there's a lot of things to spend money on. A lot, and we've been kind of living off the high of like clearing treasure sites and getting lots of money from that, but that's gonna end. Or it's gonna become more expensive as the easier sites get cleared. Plus, I do need to absorb some of these
Yeah.
vassals soon, and that costs hundreds of gold. So, all right. So what? But anyways, you could probably request the gold this turn. So let's see. So you've got at Eleanor, you've got a longbowman queued for next turn, right?
Yep.
How much does that cost?
80.
80. And at Fugold, you've got a shooting range. That's 50, so that's 130. And at Mistdale, a Mammoth Rider probably next turn. Or do you want to invest in riding grounds? The Mammoth Riders. Um,
Hmm. Probably
how much production does Mistdale have right now?
70.
Oh, yeah. So without the production boost, it would take them 3 turns to do a Mammoth instead of 2. Yeah, you probably want to use the production boost to do Mammoth Riders then. Instead of I mean, Riding Hall will give an extra veterancy level, but you're not going to make that many mammoths. So, okay, so 80, 130, 240. So you need at least 240 gold next turn, and that's ignoring road construction, which you probably, well, actually, your builder is going to be going along existing roads, so maybe not necessary just this second. Um, well, no, actually, you could cut off the distance in that road that, like near, Falsariel. Well, you could, but then you wouldn't be able to build a forest. Now that I think of it, unless you were going to put a frostling city there or a dwarven one, which wouldn't care about forests. Shoot. Oh. Also, by the way, another good site for a fortress is there's that like ruin or whatever northeast of Falsariel. You could build a fort like along the mountains for eventual dwarven city there, like on the edge of the Arctic, and
Yeah.
yeah, and it would be, if you had it 2 tiles from that site, as soon as you cleared it, you'd be able to get whatever knowledge or gold or whatever that site produces. Or maybe a little further away so it doesn't crowd Falsariel eventually. But the point is, there's room for a city. Yeah, if you built it on the dense vegetation and then turn that into a stone fort, it would have the great farm. Well, actually, you probably want to just put a city, 2 gold mines in the great farm up there. Yeah, so I'd actually do it next to dense vegetation. or on it, just so it's further away. Maybe further along the road. Yeah, you could get the ace pairs. Anyways, the point is there's room for a fort in there somewhere. Or a watchtower to keep an eye out for goodness knows what. Probably not very dangerous there though. All right, and what's your gold income per turn?
169.
169. Yeah. So if I get you like, probably need about, well, at least 71 gold for sure. And if you're gonna do a little extra road, 81 gold, but you do get a little for mining. Uh, uh, yeah, I could kick you back 80 gold if you wanted to ask for it, or yeah, or that would allow 2 more roads
Okay.
and still allow me to have the Wealthy Empire modifier for 1 more turn. Which I think might actually benefit some of these units down the Arctic terrain now after they won another fight because they got a different modifier. It didn't stack with the first one. Yeah, depends on the unit. If it gets rid of the hated terrain penalty, it would.
All right. I sent it.
Cool.
All right.
All
You
right.
good to save?
Yeah, let me roll over the turn so I like
Okay.
get whatever beginning of turn things. Uh, or well, you need to end the turn, but yeah. Negotiate. Yep. Send you the 80 gold. That'll help me with budgeting stuff. Warfare 1 researched. Nice. Item has arrived. Oh, my necromancer got that net you sent me earlier. Now she can throw nets at
Oh yeah.
people. Uh, that'll be helpful. Especially if she's about to go underground and find out what's there. And my leader's leveled up. Also, my race governance with the orcs. Definitely take the military one with them. That's not even a question. Ooh, a hero is offered to join. Frostling Necromancer. Borkur the Vampire. He's got
Another
lifesteal.
necromancer.
Yeah. Yeah, another Necromancer. His gimmick is that he has lifesteal without spending any
Yeah.
points.
Sweet.
I mean, it's got its uses, although I really would rather have another Warlord or something at this point than another Frostling.
Plus he hates tropical.
Yep, which is a lot of, and dislikes subterranean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might just
Tell him to leave.
yeah. As if I attacked him, even if I killed him, the Frostlings like me less. At some point, I might want a Frostling Snake from you just so I can get some Mammoth Riders. Because they would give some real punch to my armies. Like a heavy cavalry punch that they don't really have. Saber-tooth chariots they're more fast-moving cavalry that throw throw away stuff and don't hit quite as hard as most cavalry. At least not in melee. I'll have to think about that guy. But yeah, let me see. I could upgrade my hero. The one who's about to help you with that flow rock quarry in a sec. Fleet command. Make the whole army fight better in the ocean. Not really relevant. Warrior's honor. Ranged command. Melee command. Frost protection. A musket, heavy crossbow, and a couple sun spear type. Yeah, let me just level up the hero save and frost or shock. You're gonna want my help against those frostlings later, right?
Possibly.
Yeah.
The quest one?
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it, but might as
Wouldn't
well.
hurt. Yeah.
Mostly the quarry that is tough, I think. But yeah, since you've got troops over here, might as well.
Um. All right, I'm gonna give melee command to my ward. I think. Make her army hit tougher, hit harder melee. It's like 6 strength. Someone to give her inflict bleeding wounds, but yeah, no. And then frost protection. Cool. Nice. So the units under her have +1 melee strength, +1 defense. That should really help with that. Big beetle. The frostlings are just sitting there. They won't move until after. All right, we'll have to think about whether I want the frostling hero. It's just a necromancer with lifesteal. I know it works with melee attacks. Ugh. Necromancers you don't want in melee usually anyways. Alright. I guess I'll save it at this point. And call it a night. Folks in YouTube, I wish you all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves, and may you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Until next time, this is Northstar. Adieu. And yeah.